Okay, welcome to your Isagenix 30-day program. So today, I'm going to go over in this video your Isagenix shake days. So you're going to be doing these days from days 1 through 5, and if I've already spoken to you personally and we're tweaking it a little bit for you, ignore that. But you always want to have at least 5 shake days before you cleanse, and usually it's days 1 through 5 shake days, days 6 and 7 cleanse days. But again, if you and I already talked about that and you're changing it, that's fine. Okay. I'm going to go over today this sheet. So you're going to find this sheet on hbteam.co is the website, and you're going to click on Welcome New Cleansers. And then the very first sheet, print out, 30-day sheet, that's what you're printing out. This is what it looks like, Isagenix Shake Days. So have this sheet in front of you for this video and have all of your products in front of you for this video too. So first thing I'm going to do, walk you through what you should have gotten in your box. So 4 canisters of Isaleen shakes, and if you're somebody who got dairy-free shakes, you should have 4 little boxes of the dairy-free shakes, and those only come in packets. 2 big juice bottles that say Cleanse for Life. 1 big juice bottle that says Ionic Supreme. 2 pill bottles that say Isoflush and Natural Accelerator. 1 larger bottle that says Isagenix Snacks. These you only care about on cleanse days. 1 box of, we either got you Isaleen bars, which look like this, in this kind of a wrapper, or energy shots, which are in little black and red packages. 1 box of Isa Delights chocolates. If you're somebody who got, that's somebody who got the basic pack, but if somebody got the premium pack, then you should have also gotten the Whey Thins and a blender. If you're somebody who got the value pack, then you should have also gotten a box of the Isagenix Complete Essentials vitamins and Isagenix greens. So that's for the value pack. Everyone also should have gotten a little shaker cup with a bunch of samples in it. So that's somebody who got the basic pack. The value pack does not have this in it, but the shaker cup has a bunch of little samples in it. One should be a packet of Isaleen Pro strawberry shake, which that is just a regular shake, but it has extra protein in it. So it's good for people who plateau in their weight loss, for athletes who need extra protein. That's what that Pro Shake is for. You also should have gotten another Isa Delight or Isagenix Isaleen bar in there, a fiber snack, and a stick of Isagenix greens, and something that's called Amped Hydrate. And that Amped Hydrate is really just an electrolyte replenishment. It's good for you Gatorade. That's what I call it. So if you're somebody who works out, then you would put that in your water, and you could see the serving size on the back of the stick. If you don't work out, then you can always put it in your vanilla shake. If you order vanilla shake, and it makes it taste like a creamsicle, so it's really good. So that's what the Amped Hydrate is. So those are your actual products that you should have gotten in your box. Also in the box is a bunch of paperwork. It says, Welcome to Isagenix, and there's such informational stuff in there, and it's really informative and inspiring. There's other people in there with incredible transformations, but I always tell people almost ignore the paperwork because it's going to contradict a little bit what I'm going to tell you today. So you're more than welcome to read it if you want to, but the only 2 things that are important in there in that big packet are your measuring tape, so that should be in there, and there's a track your measurements guide, and it's basically just a picture, a silhouette of a body, and it teaches you where to measure yourself the night before you start. Those are the 2 things you care about. So grab those. Okay. If you're somebody who's gotten all of this stuff was in your box, cool. If not, message me and let me know, because then we can talk to Isagenix customer service and have something shipped to you if you're missing it. Okay. Now we're going to start your shake days. So I'm going to start at the very top of this page. It's going to tell you to weigh yourself the night before you start. You're going to take your measurements, take your before pictures. Nobody ever has to see them. You don't even have to show them to me. And you certainly don't have to post them on social media, but you're going to thank yourself, I promise. So weigh yourself, measure yourself, and then the night before you start, so if you're going to be starting tomorrow, tonight, you're going to take your first 2 Isoflush pills before you go to bed. 2 Isoflush with 8 ounces of water. And that's every night before you go to sleep for the next 30 days. If you're not going to the bathroom regularly, and I always tell people that we have to talk about this stuff, right? For a program like this, if you're not going every single day, up it to 3 Isoflush. And if that doesn't work, leafy greens and water, water, water. It's the most important thing. Okay. The things you're going to put in your refrigerator are Ionic Supreme, your Cleanse for Life bottles, and your Isodelights chocolates. Those go in your fridge. If you got a value pack or a premium pack, you got the energy shots, put those in your fridge too because they taste better cold. So put those in your fridge also. Every morning, when you wake up, I always tell people before you even pee, you're going to go straight to your refrigerator and you're going to take 1 ounce of this Ionic Supreme. 1 ounce of this is either a tiny little shot glass, just take an ounce. It's okay if it's not exactly an ounce. I take 4 ounces a day, so you're not going to overdose on this stuff. But 1 ounce small shot glass, if you don't have one, unscrew the cap, fill it 2 times, and that's 1 ounce. So as soon as you wake up in the morning, 1 ounce of Ionic Supreme. You're going to wait about 20 minutes or so, go about your morning routine, get dressed, whatever, come back into your kitchen, and you're going to make your first shake, and you're going to take your first natural accelerator pill. That's this thing. If you're somebody who works out of the house, then you're going to want to make sure that you bring some of these to work with you because you're going to take one before lunch also. So back into your kitchen, 1 natural accelerator pill, and then you're going to make your first shake. Now, your shake, if you're somebody who has dairy-free shakes, it's simple. Just rip open the packet, ice and water in a blender. If you're somebody who has the regular whey shakes, you're going to do 2 scoops of this, 2 scoops, they're the scoopers inside here, in a blender, ice and water. I always tell people the first few shakes that you make are going to be trial and error. Figure out how much water you like, how much ice you like. If you want it thicker, put in more ice. If you want it less thick, put in more water. There's no exact science to it. Technically, on the packaging, it'll say 8 ounces of water. You can put in more. You can put in more ice. It doesn't matter. So be patient with yourself for the first few shakes in terms of how you like it to taste. So that's your morning routine. 1 ounce of Ionic Supreme, 1 natural accelerator, 1 shake. And you're going to drink. Now, the shake is important. You're going to drink it within 20 minutes of making it. The shake has live enzymes in it. You want to be able to take them in when they are actually alive. That's within the 20 minutes of making the shake once they hit the water. In between your breakfast and lunch, again, sticking with the sheet, in between your breakfast and lunch, you're going to have 1 snack. So for you, you're going to have either, if you're somebody who bought the basic pack, you're going to have a half of one of those Isoline bars. Half of a bar equals 1 snack. Or if you're somebody who bought the premium pack or the value pack, you have these little Wafins. These little bags of chips can be 1 snack, 1 entire bag, 1 snack. Or if you don't want any isogenic snacks, technically, for your mid-morning snack, you can have anything that's approved on this sheet. So we have Granny Smith apples, a quarter cup of berries. You can have vegetables with hummus. You can do, Ezekiel bread with avocado. And you want to get creative with you do a hard-boiled egg. There's so many wonderful snack ideas. If you go to the Cleanse group on Facebook and you click on the tab that says Files, and it'll show you, there's a Word document in there that has hundreds of snack ideas if you want to get creative. If you're someone like me that wants to keep it simple, just throw the bar in your bag and go. If not, and you want another approved snack, you're going to stick with something on this list or in that Files tab on Facebook. So that's your snacks. If you're having veggies for a snack, make sure you add the hummus to it. If you're having a green apple for a snack, make sure you add almond butter or something that beefs up the snack that will sustain you. That's just a rule of thumb for me. Okay, so that's your snack. Lunch either is going to be your meal or it's going to be your second shake. Either one, you're going to take another natural accelerator pill, whichever one you're doing. So let's say it's your meal, and I always recommend, always, that people do their meal for lunch and their second shake for dinner as often as you can. I understand it's not reasonable or doable every single day, but try to do it as often as you can. People get results faster and more sustainable that way. So, lunch. The rules of thumb are, and again, they're right on this sheet, rules of thumb, 400 to 600 calories is what you want your meal to be. If you go a little bit over, it's fine. Don't obsess about it, but don't go under 400 for sure not. You want to stick with all the stuff like lean protein, healthy good carbs, healthy good fats like avocado oil, coconut oil, olive oil. Those are all wonderful healthy fats for you. Lean proteins are chicken, turkey, fish, anything like that. Just stay away from red meat and pork. And healthy carbs are things like sweet potato, quinoa, brown rice pasta. If you're a pasta person, if you've never tried it, absolutely please do. Stay away from breads. And the only bread that's really approved on this is Ezekiel bread. And it's delicious, but it's all made of sprouts. So you can toast it. It's a good crunch for people. They like to put avocado on it. You can also eat out on this. If you're ever going to a restaurant and you're like, oh my gosh, what can I order that's Isagenix approved? Just text me and let me know. And I could look at the menu and I'll tell you what's the best thing for you to order. But the meal's pretty self-explanatory. No, all you want to do is stay away from dairy, not because it's necessarily bad for you, just because it bloats us and we don't even realize it until we're off of it. Stay away from dairy. You can do dairy substitutes like almond milk, cashew milk, coconut milk, stuff like that. You can want to stay away from white processed stuff. So, white bread, white pasta. Stay away from any red meat or pork. I already said that before. Any fried foods, things like that. And between 400 and 600 calories. If you are a sushi person, do brown rice sushi. You could do Naruto style, is wrapped in like thin cucumber slices. So that's another good way to do it for the sushi part. Okay. If you have questions on the meal, text me. In between your lunch and your dinner, another snack. So it's going to be another half your isolene bar or the other snacks that are approved on the list. And then dinner is going to be your second shake. So 2 scoops, ice, water in a blender, and to taste, right? However thick and not thick you want it. And then every night before bed, 2 Isoflush. So that's what your day looks like. And that's literally mapped out right on the sheet. Important rules of thumb. Number 1, if you're a coffee drinker, coffee's perfectly okay on this. You want to make sure that the only things that you're putting in it, if you're not somebody who drinks it black, are either almond milk or coconut milk or cashew milk, something non-dairy. And stevia is the only approved sweetener on this. Alcohol, we want to stay away from alcohol. Yes, it's considered toxic as much as people don't want to believe it, but it is. If you're somebody who has an event or a wedding or something that you have to be at and be social and you feel like you want to have a glass of wine, absolutely do. Just don't be the person that then hops back on the scale the next morning. Just let it get out of your system before you do. Water is really important on this. I would say it's the most important thing on this program. They say to drink about 128 ounces a day. That's 1 gallon. Now, if you're somebody that doesn't drink a gallon of water today, nobody's expecting you to wake up tomorrow and magically drink 128 ounces of water. So it's something you want to work up to. If you're like me and you just want to keep it simple, sometimes I just get a gallon jug of water, and if I'm done with it at the end of the day, I drank my gallon. Some people like to get a 32-ounce water bottle, and they'll put 4 rubber bands around it, and then every time they're finished with drinking 1 water bottle, they'll take a rubber band off, and then they'll know that they have 3 more left to get to that 128 ounces. Whatever works for you, whatever system works for you. But water is huge. If anybody ever plateaus on this program, I always ask them, how much water are you drinking? What's your water intake like? Leafy greens are really important on this program too. So during your meal, make sure you incorporate them. And throughout the day, if you're somebody that's hungry, so let's say the first few days, your body's detoxing, it's going through some stuff, right? The first few days. And you're hungry and you already had your snacks or whatever, have veggies. You could veggie yourself to death on this. You could have raw, steamed, sauteed, it doesn't matter. So vegetables all day to keep you full. If you're somebody who got the value pack, you got these, the Isagenix greens. These are going to be, you're either going to put them in your shakes, so 1 scoop in each shake, but they change the taste of the shake a little bit. So they make it taste almost like earthy. If you don't want that, which I don't want that, I just drink these straight in water. 1 scoop in water, stir it really well, and drink it. That's these greens. And then your vitamins, you're going to take, there's an AM pack and a PM pack in here. You're going to take the whole pack of the AM right after your morning shake. You're going to take the whole pack of the PM right after your dinner. And that's how these work. And again, if you're somebody who got the premium pack or something like that, you'll have the whey thins in there too. And you'll have your blender as well. Now, the other products in your box, so the Isodelights, the Isagenix snacks, the Cleanse for Life bottle, or these bottles, you're not going to touch until your cleanse days. So you're going to watch my other video on cleanse days and how to do those. And that's basically it. That's your shake day. Rules of thumb, don't be hungry. If you're hungry, you're doing it wrong. Eat some veggies. If you're hungry, that means that you got to beef your snacks up a little bit. And of course, text me. That's what I'm here for. This is literally my passion. So text me with any questions ever, anytime, and let me know. And good luck. Yay for your day 1. Have a good one.